actually probably not gonna post this vlog. This is for my own pure amusement because there's something I want to talk about, but posting it publicly could be an issue because it's specific. And if I do end up posting this, it might be a few weeks down the road or so. Here's the sitch on my love life. Yay! Lack thereof. There have been 3 instances where there could have been potential events for, you know, a love life from guys who have walked up to me and asked me for my number. Now, I have talked to other girls about this, other women about this. Sometimes, okay, so it's not a rarity. It's kind of a rarity. It kind of just depends on who the person is. So some girls get it more, some girls haven't gotten it at all, but it is not uncommon. And every time it does happen, the answer is usually no. And even if the person is nice or remotely attractive, the answer is still probably going to be no. I'm gonna explain the scenarios and tell you why and what's going wrong in these situations. I was talking to one of my good guy friends actually about this, and he's like, yeah, me and my friends were asking girls for the numbers and stuff, and I was like, don't do that. He's like, why? I was like, because it's creepy. Every time a guy walks up to me now or like, smiles at me, I'm like, oh my gosh, they're gonna ask me for my number and I don't know what I'm gonna do. There has to be a friendship or at least initial reaction or exchange of conversation before approaching and getting asked for a number. Now, I don't speak for all women, I don't speak for all girls, but it's definitely something that is interesting because it's awkward for the guy asking and it's awkward for the girl who's getting asked, especially when the answer is no and you don't know how this complete stranger who's just approached you is going to react. As I'm sure they feel much under pressure too because they don't know how I'm gonna react or the girl that they're asking is gonna react. Hey Boomer. You're the only man I need. Okay, so, ew! You just sneezed on me, you goob. I threw off my train of thought. Here, you have to at least wave. Hi. Hi. Okay, let me explain the 3 scenarios. 2 of the times I've been with my best friend and we've been on campus. One was outside, one was in the cafeteria, and the other one was me by myself walking to my car after class one day. The first one, I'll start with that one. And I don't remember it specifically, but me and my best friend, we were in pretty deep conversation. Like we were talking about an issue. It was one of those kind of rainy mornings, definitely not like in the mood for like human interaction. I wasn't in the mood at all, and I don't think she was either, and especially like new human interaction because I think I've mentioned this in previous vlogs like beforehand, I'm not one to really seek out conversations as much as I want them or, you know, social interaction with new people. I don't like starting new things like that socially. Probably is linked to some sort of social anxiety of some kind or whatever, but I don't like that. And this is the first time this had ever happened to me, by the way. So we're standing outside talking in between classes, like I'm about to head to class and she's about to head to her class. And a guy walks up, he was like, hi, and I was like, hello, how are you? I'm good. And then he stuck out his hand, we shook hands, and he introduced himself. I don't remember what his name was. I was like, I'm Gabby. And he was like, I was wondering if you'd like to go out sometime. No, sorry, I don't really do that, or go on dates or something. He's like, well, at least like lunch or something. And I was like, no, I'm okay, thank you. Like, I was trying really hard to just be, like, polite to this absolute stranger who I didn't even catch his name. And then he was like, oh, okay. And he got, like, angry. Ooh, dodge that bullet. No. But I think initially after I turned him down, he got quite angry, and then he walked away. That happened, and then within the same week, I was walking in my car alone, had my headphones in, and this was after class. I was going to my car, and I hear someone go, hey! And I was like, someone's yelling, hey, at you in a parking lot, like, I don't know, there's an issue or something. So I, like, turned around, I, like, looked, and the guy was like, hi, and I was like, hello, and he was like, I like your boots, thank you, I like them too, and he's like, I like your outfit, thank you, I also like my outfit. He's like, can I get your number? No, but you can get my Instagram. And he was like, okay. I don't know if we messaged for a bit on Instagram or what. And there were a few times I actually saw him in the cafeteria and he just never walked up. Like, he never said hi to me or anything. Just didn't go anywhere, which was, like, totally fine. Thanks for yelling at me by myself in the parking lot. And he was with one of his buddies, so I don't know if it was like a bet kind of thing, which is another really creepy factor of the whole, like, guys walking up and asking you for your number. Is like, is this a bet? Is this a joke? It's not, you're not confident. Now every time like I see a guy kind of look at me or smile and walk in my general direction, oh no, they're gonna ask me my number. Like, no matter how attractive they are, the answer's going to be no. So yesterday, this is a real kicker. I was in the cafeteria with my best friend. I think I was looking pretty cute yesterday, which is nice. You know, I like looking cute. You know, I get compliments on my outfit or something like that. Like, I don't mind that. I don't mind that initial part. I mean, I've watched people as they walk by, like, that's okay. Like, that's a part of kind of being in the cafeteria is people watching. I totally understand that. I went to go get my drink from the coffee stand, walked back to our table. And as I was walking back to our table, there was a guy, and he was looking over his shoulder at me. You know, like, that's not fun when you're kind of being, like, aggressively checked out. And so I sat down on the table with my best friend. She was like, that guy, crazy checking you out. No, I was like, I don't like that. And she's like, I don't blame you. And she's like, well, he's walking this way. And I was like, oh no. And she was like, hang on. And we both, like, froze. She's like, if we don't move, he won't notice us. Well, good, because he went in to get food, came back out, and he was, like, looking around for a table. And he, like, stood in front of our table for, like, a good while. And we have extra chairs. And we thought, well, maybe he'd sit with us. But he stood in front of our table for a bit, like, looking at me. He, like, looks at our table, looks around the cafeteria, looks back at our table, looks around the cafeteria, and then finally finds, I guess, like, friends. Boomer, you were, like, snotting all over my fingers. That's gross. Don't be icky. Well, when I was looking back for my drink, look who's back, by the way. It's Tinkerbell. Yay! Hi, BB girl. Hi. Oh, no. That carnival roll in. April. So... pet hair. No! So, anywho. So he sits down with his friends, and as I was looking back to see my tea was done steeping, I caught him looking, like, back at our table. Oh, shoot. I just made eye contact with this guy. That was not intentional. Wasn't planned. I didn't do it on purpose. Regardless, it happened. Guilty. Whatever. But he walks over to our table, and my back was to the cafeteria. She's like, he's walking over. Don't move, don't move. And I was like, no! I was like, it's happening again! And he walks over and he puts his hands on the table and he's like, hi. And I was like, hello! And he was like, I'm really bad at this, but I think you're cute. Can I get your number? No! But you can get my Instagram. I give them my photography account. I don't give them my personal account. Because if you're really gonna get to know me, you gotta know me by my art. And I think that's a really good idea. You ladies out there don't know what to do instead of your number, just give them your art account. Promote your business, people! This is a great opportunity! Anywho, he was like, sure, yeah, that works. So I plug in my Instagram. He goes back and sits with his friends. He's like, I'll send you a message later. I was like, okay, cool. First off, there's a few things to note here. Number one, you didn't introduce yourself or shake my hand. I'd like that. I'd like to know your name. I would hope you'd like to know my name. Also, I guess you'd figure that out if you were, like, plugging in numbers or whatever, like, on the phone and you, like, type your name. I guess that's a good segue. I'd not thought of that. Maybe? Also, you don't know me, don't compliment me. If it's like a girl complimenting a girl, it's different. A guy saying, I like your shirt, there's a connotation to that. Third and fourth, you have the opportunity to get to know me, and yet you go sit with your friends, and yet you get my electronic information? You could have a conversation with me. Sit down and talk to me. I don't know you. This is an opportunity to make a new friend. Here's my fourth point. Have an excuse. At least make up some story. Don't just blatantly come up and be like, hey, so... I really like your outfit. I think you're cute. Can I have your digits? No! You can't have my digits. I don't know your name. I don't know you. You just like me for the outfit I'm wearing today. You don't actually know me or actually like me. Judging a book by its cover, unfortunately, that's the human condition. However, there was an opportunity to get to know me and sit down and talk, and the opportunity was not taken. Back to the whole dilemma of the technology or phones or whatever you have it. An excuse. Ask me for a pen. Ask for directions. Ask what the special on the lunch menu is in the lunchroom. Maybe I'll spot you a quarter for the drink machine. Have some sort of introduction. Say, hey, really weird thing. I forgot my pen in my class. Do you have a pen? Yeah, I've got a pen. You can borrow my pen. Thanks. Can I give it back to you after class sometime? You know what? Keep the pen. It's fine. By the way, my name is Blair, and my name is blank. You know, like, exchange some sort of interaction before you blatantly go up to some person you don't even know and ask them for their number. It is nice, like, to know that, like, a kind of random person wants to get to know you. Like, I don't mind that. I think that's flattering. What I don't like is just how painfully awkward it is. And honestly, a little upsetting. On someone's day, they might have been sitting in the cafeteria and I just hadn't even noticed for months now, just like, you know, wanting to get to know me. The thing about it is, don't hide behind your phone. Just come up and talk to me. Which I totally get. Like, I'm really bad at it too. Like, see cute guys, and I'm not gonna go up and be like, hey, I like your flannel. Can I get your number? No, they're gonna tell me no. Or they're gonna be like, yeah, sure, but they don't know me. They're just gonna think I want something from them. It's just kind of a sketchy situation, and frankly, I just don't recommend it as a way to get to know people. I hope it doesn't happen for a fourth time, because I might jump off a cliff, because that's kind of what it makes me feel like, which is kind of probably the back end thing, because you know, you're like, oh, I really do want a boyfriend, I do want attention, and those sorts of things happen, you're like, cool, wait, no, no, not you, nope, keep going, no, the fact that you just approached me is a no. Yeah, I guess that's it. There was my rant, my spiel. Come on, guys, do a little better, you know what I mean.